Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another great episode of Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Khalid Hidris, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back. A local Bahraini tourist business that organizes innovative, entertaining programs for everyone to enjoy. A business that provides joy, excitement, and great experiences, like sea trips, cycling, horse riding, kayaking, and more. And to speak with us about this, we have a member of Kashta Tour, Miss Noha Jamal. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So could you tell us, Ms. Noha, a little bit about the concept behind Kashta Tours?
Okay, so Kashta Tours, first, it's a local Bahraini business that design a new concept of trips and tours. The concept behind Kashta, it was when we noticed that most of the people, they doesn't know where to go exactly on the weekend or on their free time, or maybe they know, but they need a little bit of like a tours or a plan to go. So this was our concept to provide for the people and everyone from all the ages, everyone like around Bahrain, GCC, whatever, that we guys providing you with very unique services. Anyone who doesn't know where to go in Bahrain, we have a lot of things to do here.
And it's so great to hear this because especially whenever you go somewhere new, or even for Bahrainis maybe who don't know what they want to do during the weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many choices that it can almost be overwhelming. Is there any specific type of activity or attraction that you seem to see is very popular?
In Kashta Tours?
Yes.
The cycling tour, actually. It's our signature tour. It's everyone requests a cycling tour. Everyone requests as well. The second signature tour was the kayak, and everyone is happy with the cycling and the kayak tour.
And recently you guys have also expanded to going with online services. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we have a website for online booking for kayak, cycling, bus trips, camping, and we have as well a lot of vendors that have joined with us in our website. We have signed an agreement with Lost Paradise, Reef Island, and we have a very special rate for the access for each one of them.
That's amazing, and it's really good to see the partnership between even local establishments.
Yes, exactly.
As well.
I agree.
Is there anything, any kind of attraction or activity that you personally have gotten into because of your work with Kashta?
Actually, I tried them all. I tried all our services and, sorry, you mean like the services that I have tried in Kashta?
Yes.
Okay, so I've tried most of them. I've tried the cycling tours, I have tried the kayak, Jarada trip, camping. Camping was really great last winter, so it was such an amazing service we provided.
And now with the summer, especially since the heat is kicking up, do you see popularity with more activities now?
Jarada trip, it's always fully booked. It's always fully booked. This is the time for Jarada trip.
That's brilliant, and I hope everybody joins you guys
Inshallah.
for a trip. Can we talk a little bit about how you got involved with the tour?
So basically, I know Ahmed for a very long time, and I have noticed as well that his type of services is very unique, and this is what I am actually personally looking for. I want actually something fun to do, something simple, something there's a lot of movement in. So I preferred going with Kashta in most of my activities. In my free time, I actually do a lot of activities with Kashta.
It's really nice to see how you went from, trying out their services to actually being involved with
Exactly, because I got to know everything about Kashta and their background and everything, so I got more involved with them.
And can you tell us a little bit about your clientele? Who are your main clients?
Our main clients, Tamkeen, NBB, البركة, طلبات, We have a really big companies that they are always with us, like they always request a specific tours between like once or twice a month. They usually request a private tour for their employees.
And can you also tell us a little bit about, are most of your clients like Bahraini based, or are there maybe people from the GCC as well?
We have as well regular customers from GCC that they always visit us every weekend to try our tours, especially Jarada trip and the kayak tours.
And I'd like to know a little bit about the general feedback. Like, what do people usually tell you after a tour?
They're so happy, actually, because we give them the environment that we don't judge. You can do whatever you want. We are all family here. We are not like an agent. We are just a normal people that we are helping you guys to enjoy the time with us. So they're always happy with us.
And if you had to say in a couple of words what makes Kashta Tours so unique, what would you say?
Enjoy the moment. We're literally enjoying the moment with Kashta.
And that's a very beautiful expression. And on that note, I'd also like to ask you, where do you see Kashta Tours going in the future?
Inshallah, we are expecting to be the biggest hub in GCC with our new mobile application that we are working on at the moment. The mobile application is going to be same as the website exactly, but with more features and different kind of activities as well. We are welcoming anyone can join our mobile application for hotels, for restaurants, for anything. It's going to be the biggest hub in Bahrain, inshallah, hopefully.
Inshallah, and we're going to look forward to, we're going to keep an eye out for that.
Inshallah.
I'd also like to ask you about, like, what do you think would be the most popular activity for someone outside of the GCC who comes to Bahrain for the first time, right? And they have no idea where to get started with Bahrain, other than the Jarada trip.
Yes.
What would you recommend that they try out?
The cycling tour, because we have two types of cycling tours, which in Manama and Muharraq tour. So we basically take them to get to know Bahrain, get to know the history of Bahrain, either Manama or Muharraq. We let them take a tour and see all the traditional places that we have in Bahrain. So this is the perfect starting point for anyone coming outside Bahrain.
I agree. You guys chose some like really historic areas,
yes.
And as well, like cycling, I feel gives you a very direct attachment to the area.
And it's a new concept. Like you're riding the bike and going and exploring the history and seeing the traditional places. It's really nice.
Giving them exercise and a tour at the same time.
Yes. You're burning calories.
So that's great. And also, can you tell us a little bit about, what activity have you never tried before that maybe you only tried because you joined Kashta?
I believe it was the bus trip. I never tried bus trip. Like, I never tried joining a bus and taking us in a tour. So it was a little bit different for me here to try it. And I believe that we don't have a lot of bus tours or bus trips now in Bahrain. So it was a different kind of service I have tried.
And is there any location, landmark, or any specific memory that comes to mind?
It's always Norana Island. It's always Norana Island in my mind. So we usually go there and we park there, and then we start, maybe we can do some yoga, we do some exercises there. So it's really nice there.
And do you have a specific memory of your time with Kashta Tours that you really cherish?
Our camping, yes. Our camping event was really nice. It was a lot of members with us, not only from Kashta. It was an open event, so it was really nice. We gathered, we did some barbecue. Of course, it was in winter, so it was a good memory.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I've never been camping,
You
so
have to.
maybe I'll try it with Kashta.
Yes, you will, inshallah.
And then, is there anything like that you would like to say to the viewers to convince them to try out Kashta Tours?
Try our cycling tour first. I promise you will love it. And then try our paddleboard as well. And let us know your feedback. I'm sure you will love it, and you can reach us anytime through the Instagram or through our website. We are always available.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Noha. Like, that was amazing.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to try out Kashta tours myself.
Inshallah, hope so. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Viewers, you have it here. Kashta Tours has a lot of exciting experiences for you to experience Bahrain with new activities, and we'll be right back with more after this. And now with a great achievement, an excision of a rare tumor of the upper lip performed by Dr. Mohammed Qahtan, who is with us in the studio today. So first of all, Doctor, I'd like to congratulate you again because this couldn't have been an easy surgery. Could you tell us a little bit about what it was like for you to perform such a delicate surgery?
Thank you. The case started when one patient came to one of our colleagues, complained of swelling in her lip. When they did investigation for her, they thought it is like cyst, and they thought it is mucocele. This is a cyst with the fluid inside. And they told patient maybe need surgery. Then they referred patient to me. After I saw the patient, I checked the case again, and I see we have a tumor here, and we need more investigation, advanced investigation for her. That's why we start to complete her file, to do full checkup and investigation before to know exactly what we have to do.
And can you tell us a little bit about what were the specific symptoms that this patient was experiencing?
In this kind of tumor, actually there is no a lot of symptoms. This kind of tumor is growing slowly, without causing any pain, any symptoms. After a long time, patients start to feel something going wrong. Then this feeling push patient to go to doctor, to clinic, to check what's the problem. So actually there is no pain, no any disturbing things for patient, or nothing bothering the patient except the swelling or the size, something growing inside.
And especially if someone is looking to avoid such a case with themselves or to protect themselves against such a case, what are the specific symptoms that we should be looking out for when we go to the dentist?
When we go to dentist, any patient go to dentist will do full checkup for him. In case he found anything wrong, he can fix it early and quickly. Anything more advanced, need deep investigation or deep procedure, he will refer the case to specialist. So this is the only way.
And to go back to this very, very rare case that you've worked on, what were the specific procedures that were performed on them?
The specific procedure is all the case we can consider it a rare case because the patient is young and has a problem in her upper lip. After doing the full investigation, we find she has tumor in her upper lip, and this tumor need to be removed by surgery. After explain all the details to patient and agree with her to do the surgery, after that start do the surgery because the tumor was inside the upper lip. It was expanding more than a third of the lip and occupied almost the full thickness of the upper lip. So if we delay more, she will suffer from scar or deformity in the future, and this will affect all her lifestyle, her job. Everything will be affected, as you know, because the face is a mirror of beauty, and especially for ladies, this problem is very, very, very sensitive. After we agreed to do surgery, we start do it from inside because the tumor was expanded and compressed on all the surrounding tissue. Start the incision from inside, from the mucosa membrane. It was very, very, very thin. Then start remove the tumor from and separate it from all the surrounding tissue. After remove it, we we be sure that nothing inside, and close it suturing, and give patient all the instructions and medication. And also I send the tumor to histological examination for the pathology to know exactly the name of the tumor, if there is anything remain or not, to know exactly the patient need an extra treatment in the future, like chemotherapy, like the other things. After a few days, when we received the report was saying clearly that the tumor was removed 100% with all its capsule, and nothing remained inside, and the tumor was benign and no need more treatment. And they gave me the name exactly of the tumor, because the tumor was polymorphic adenoma in upper lip. And after giving patient all instructions of medication, also there is many visits for follow-up after surgery. One visit after 2-3 days, second visit after 1 week, after that we remove stitches, after 1 month, also follow up, because we need also to see and observe all the physical movement back to normal, sensation back to normal, because this tumor was compressed, all the surrounding tissue. There is blood vessels, there is nerves, there is muscles, there is facial expressions, muscles. We need to know everything back to normal 100%. And now anybody can, if he see the patient, he cannot, nobody knows that there is surgery here.
That is amazing, and especially like you said, I mean, the face mirrors the person,
Yes.
and they want to be able to go out confidently and express themselves without having to worry about anything. And and obviously it's even more of a concern when it's something related to health, not just a cosmetic issue. And we've already mentioned how rare this is, but I mean, does a common person need to be concerned about this?
It's very rare. Why? It's rare. Why? Because the location is rare, also the type is rare. This case is very rare because generally all tumors is only 5% from all disease affect the human body. Tumors is only 5% from the all disease which affect the human body. And this 5%, there is many tumors, many names, many types. And this is only one type. This type, in 75%, affect the parotid gland. Parotid gland is the biggest salivary gland which located direct front of the ear here. Second location is the lower lip. To find this kind of tumor in upper lip in this size is very rare case. And nobody, even doctors, even surgeons, nobody can from the first time give you final decision this tumor is polymorphic adenoma, because it's difficult to know it clinically. Also, it's difficult to investigate it in radiology center. We need the histology examination report. This is the final decision, which tell you exactly the name exactly of the tumor. That's why it's rare case.
I mean, well done that you were able to handle it, because the way that you were discussing it, even now mentioning that it only accounts for a very low percentage, and the fact that this specific tumor is even lower.
Count the numbers, very low. 5%, all the tumors, 5%. And this is only one kind. From one kind, the most 75% in this area. Second location, lower lip. Third location, upper lip. That's why it's very rare. And also it was occupied more than third of the upper lip, and occupied most thickness. I was very care of patient to remove it without any scar in the future, without any deformity, without anything nobody can see their surgery here.
Well, I mean, I know that we're definitely grateful to have you, doctor, and I'm sure your patient is also very grateful. I mean, thank God they were in very capable hands, clearly.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? Is there any advice that you'd like to give to our viewers?
To viewers, any advice? Any patient should go to dentist regularly every 6 months, at least for checkup and the cleaning. During the checkup, his dentist can know any problem, and he can find any problem in the beginning and can fix it quickly. If the problem was more than that, also he can directly refer the case to specialist. Second advice, go to trusted doctor, trusted specialized doctor. Don't delay any problem because everything at the beginning is very easy to do it, but if you delay more and more, the procedure will be more complex and the treatment more complex, and the option of solution will be less and less. For example, in this case, if the patient delay more and more, this tumor can affect the jaw, the nose, the face. Maybe there is probability to lose her lip, and this will affect all her life. This is not easy if you think it, how the effect will come on the normal life, on the career, on the job, on the family life like this.
Well, I mean, it's alhamdulillah, and we have such an amazing doctor with us and someone who can handle that. Because like you said, if it's something that can affect someone, particularly in the face where it's visible, or in the mouth where, I mean, we need it for everyday communication. You and I are doing it right now, you know? So, I mean, I'm really happy to hear about this case, and I'm very happy that we have such capable doctors in Bahrain.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting again. Thank you so much.
Of course, anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, you have it here. We have an amazing dental case, and thank God, thanks to doctors like Dr. Mohammed Qahtan, we know that we're all in capable hands. Be sure to take a checkup and stay tuned. We'll be right back with more. The Kingdom of Bahrain has been chosen to participate for the 15th time in the Ship for World Youth program, this time in Tokyo, Japan. Let's check out the following report for more by Maryam Al-Bayati.
In the presence of Their Excellencies Minister of Youth Rawan bint Najib Tawfiqi and Ambassador of Japan to Bahrain Miyamoto Masayuki, Muharraq Model Youth Center witnessed the ceremony of the participation of Bahraini youth in the 34th edition of the World Youth Ship.
We're very proud of our relationship and long-standing relationship with Japan and the Japanese embassy in particular. This program provides the validation and testimony that this relationship has started particularly since 1998, while Bahrainis have been going back and forth to Japan, building relationships, showing the world. I'll always refer to them as the gems. So I'm proud that our gems were there, showing the world what Bahrainis are, what can they accomplish, and how can they build everlasting relationships there.
I'm very much delighted to be invited to this very important program with Her Excellency Mrs. Rawan Tawfiqi, Minister of Youth Affairs, and with other dignitaries. And I believe that all the participants in this program, they enjoyed their stay in Japan and spent a fruitful time in contacting and communicating with a variety of people, to begin with Japanese youth in many occasions and event places. And all I want is that the participants will make use of these precious experiences in Japan for their lives, and they contribute in a way or another to enhance relationship and friendship between the two peoples, Japanese and Bahraini.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the finish line. A huge thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight, and another huge thank you to all of you watching us at home. As always, be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We'd love to hear from you. This was Khalid Hidris. Until next time, have a good day and God bless.